So hello everybody and welcome to tonight's Section 5 matchup between Hornell and Haverling. It's the Lady Rams and the Lady Raiders. You can see a little bit of a slight drizzle here at Maple City Park. I'm Bob Plaisher, along with Everett Davison. And welcome to today's contest. We'll have the introductions of the starting lineups right now. There's number 2, Zoe Winfield. Number 3, Teresta Sprague. Number 6, Ainsley Beatty. Number 7, Ella Yardam. Number 11, Emma Lookenback. Number 13, Skylar Like. Number 14, Lydia Dixon. And number 19, Leah Creeley. And number 20, Brianne Woolworth. 21, Keegan Smith. And number 23, Lola Coots. So there's your starters for the Lady Rams, who come in at 1-0. Apparently, it was looking up, they only had one game so far.
Yeah, the one game was a 3-0 win over Bishop Kearney.
For Hornell, there's number 1, Claire Rose. Number 2, Chloe Harwood. Number 3, Lillian Hoyt. Number 5, Ella White. Number 7, Selena Maldonado. Number 8, that is Parker Graham. Number 12, Madison Rudenauer. Number 13, Reagan Evingham. And number 22, Abby O'Donohue. There's number 23, Jaden O'Hara. And in goal for Hornell is Alyssa Haley. So Alyssa Haley starting in goal for the Red Raiders. So it's going to be an interesting start here for both teams as the rain is slowly starting to come down a little bit, or still slowly coming down a little bit. And we'll see what happens after this.
The Ryan Agencies, your locally invested independent insurance agency. The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. The Ryan Agencies, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Now when we come back, you can see it is raining a little bit heavier. Isn't that funny? Just a few minutes ago when we came on the air.
Couldn't barely see it.
Yeah, now if you look at the stadium lights, it's really coming down. It really poured where, you know, the view of the field and stuff was obstructed by the rain during the JV game. In fact, the Hornell Red Raiders defeated Haverling 3-1 in that game.
Hopefully tonight's match is a little bit more evenly matched than that one. You said that Haverling only had one substitute, right?
Yeah, I mean, and Haverling really played tough. The JVs did, but you only have one substitute.
Right.
It's
hard
tough to compete in a full game. You know, it's unfortunate, but
there's a reason they allow unlimited substitutes in the high school level is because you're not.
They're constantly running.
Right.
You know. Hornell in the red, they're going from left to right on your screen. Haverling in the white, going from right to left. And here we go. Red throwing. And it goes out of bounds. Maldonado tracks it down. And it just bounces, unfortunately, over the head of Ella White. Selena scoring her first goal of the season last game.
Good for her. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. White throw-in. Number 13, Skylar Like, coming over to throw it in. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. I was going to say the ball, you got to come way back here. Is there a ball boy or no? No ball boy.
Doesn't look like it.
They're ball girls.
Rain probably scared him off.
Well, I told you, I said they should make the modified kids do it. Not only
I
just,
agree.
and rotate, but it also, you can watch the varsity players play.
Learn something
you know?
from what they're doing.
Right, and I just think it's a lost opportunity by not making them rotate and do games, both the boys and girls.
I completely agree.
Problem is, I think you'd have parents complaining, well, they're going to school all day, then they just got out of practice, now you're making them stay at a game. Well, it would only be one game a week, or not even that much, if you rotated them.
Yeah, if you rotate them, you might have 2 or 3 games a season.
Yeah. And some of them are probably here anyway. There's a handball by Maldonado. This is number 3, Triesta Sprague. Kicking it.
That one will go out again off of Haverling. Taking the throw-in for Hornell is number 22. That's Abby O'Donohue.
One of the defenders for Hornell. Couldn't control it to Luckenbach. Get back. Is there a song?
Yep, the Beatles. Nice throw-in from Graham there. For Hornell. Parker Graham, that is. We've mentioned it in all the games we've done for Hornell so far, but Hornell's a really young team compared to Bath, where they only have one player that's not a junior or a senior on the entire roster, and that's an 8th grader, but still. Hornell's only got, 4 seniors and 4 juniors, and they've got most of their team is freshmen and sophomores. So this team is poised to be good for a while if they're already this good, and they're mostly young.
Nice job by Graham. Gets it up to... it's a nice little kind of give and go between Graham and Evingham.
Yeah.
Here we go.
LA yard him here. On a sort of breakaway, but a nice job from Rudenauer to cover that one up.
I think Yardham would have been better off kicking it, not trying to take that angle.
Yeah.
It looked like she had control enough to do that, but decided to take it more at an angle, maybe break away and get help, but
Yeah.
nobody was there. Nice defense.
Of course,
Right.
hindsight's 20/20, but still.
Yeah, Alyssa Haley in the goal for Hornell.
I believe it's her first action of the season, right?
No.
No?
Caden Skolnitz, who started the first couple games, she's on the volleyball team.
Ah.
And that's her first. You remember how we talked about
Yep.
it? You have to decide. You can play multi-sports, but you have to decide which is your dominant sport. And she chose volleyball, and she's very, very good at volleyball. So she has to be with the volleyball team today.
Gotcha.
And they're poised to have a great season as well. They won their first game quite convincing in three sets the other day over Dansville. Easy win.
Oh.
Little push there. It's got to be a pain. You can see the black pieces of rubber on the field.
Right.
You saw that last night in the Bills-Jets game a couple times with it on the face of some of the players.
Well, didn't they just get new turf at MetLife?
I don't even know. They're supposed to have new turf here next year.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be without the rubber, I think. I don't know. It's some kind of new thing. I don't know exactly. We'll find out when it happens.
Maldonado hit the deck after she got
Nice.
Nice save there.
Yep, nice job coming up, Lola Coots. Nice leg, too.
Yeah. That drizzle's coming down more and more now.
Contact made. Today's game is brought to you by Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777. Team School Sports. Fundraisers. Anything you want from Valley Apparel and Designs. This is what you do. This is perfect by Maldonado. I think she probably could have gone a little faster. Good defense that time by Creeley.
Right.
But just take it as far as you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, along that, and then you have your option. And I think she was looking in a little bit too much to send it that time. But what do I know? I always tell people I never played girls soccer, so I don't know.
I never played any form.
I never played soccer
No.
either. We used to play it in gym and stuff. It was fun, but I didn't know. As you can tell by my announcing for all these years, I don't know much about it. I always tell people, forgive me. I too try to watch the pros and European soccer and stuff like that just to listen to the announcers, but the announcers are so good.
Right.
They know from player to player, and I know Hornell, but trying to learn, obviously, Haverling in this shorter time, it's tough. Far side, Ella White. White being pestered by Winfield, and it's going to go out of bounds. And plus, people can see there's a huge difference. Sometimes I'll have radio announcers come and help me or whatever, and they're doing it like you're watching or listening to it on the radio, and you don't need to because you can see what's going on. You can see the action, so you don't need to talk that much, even though I over-talk a lot anyways, but sometimes. Nice head.
I think that was Keegan Smith who got to that one.
Yeah, geez. I mean, during the JV game, I was going to say, didn't she? Was talking about the varsity game coming up and go, didn't she graduate already? Hoping it was a mistake on the roster. She's such a good player.
Well, part of the thing, especially with like the heading and stuff, is she's tall. You can tell.
Yeah.
She's the tallest player on the field by probably a good 3-4 inches, maybe even more.
What was that call?
Wasn't offsides.
Today's game brought to you by Erica Golnitz, your licensed real estate salesperson for Real Incorporated, looking to buy or sell a property. It's Erica Golnitz. Talking about Cadence Golnitz not being here.
Yeah.
Her mother.
Looks like the call on that was offsides, but I didn't.
The funny thing
think
is, it
that
didn't
she
look
was at
like
all.
I didn't think anybody didn't look like anybody was offsides, but
No,
the official's right there.
Yeah.
Yardum. Nice defense.
Great defense.
It was.
Was that Rudenauer?
Yeah, beautiful job. Yep. No, Abby O'Donohue first
yeah.
on the contact there.
I could see the 2 at the end of the number, but I couldn't tell if it was a 1 or a 2. At the start of it. But Yardum, it's been we're only, 10 minutes in, and we've said her name a couple times tonight. Looks like she's going to be a big factor into Bath's offensive plan.
As she is every year. There she is with it again.
Yep.
Gets it over to Smith. Smith sends it up. Yardum right there again.
Yep. Nice pass.
Yeah, I like that. Using the sidelines. Ashley Betley. Effingham comes up for it, sends it down.
White couldn't quite get to that. Otherwise, she might have been able to turn it and have a one-on-one.
Today's game brought to you by Ed's Computer Sales and Service, 180 Main Street in Hornell, 607-324-6424. Need a new computer, one repaired, network systems, laptops, all the cabling and everything at Ed's. Graham sends it up. It's taken. Well, I thought Hornell had control of it for a moment. And they do get a throw in by Maldonado. Oh.
See, White. Nice job just taking a shot, trying to see what can happen, but covered up pretty easily by Lola Coots.
Out of bounds. It's called Free Tuition Plus. Here's another way Alfred State College is number one in so many ways. Alfred State cuts your costs now while helping you launch a rewarding and good-paying career. Spend less money now, make more money later. What a deal from Alfred State College. Free applications, now through November 1st. I wouldn't want to say free tuition. Free applications.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. I mentioned this earlier. Haverling has a Simmons and Rockwell Ford, but they have Simmons and Rockwell Dodge dealership. We have Nissan and Ford here. But stop in Simmons and Rockwell. Check out their complete inventory.
I know my family's never gotten a bad vehicle from them.
Yeah, they've done service. I've had used vehicles, the last two of them. I beat them into the ground, so I haven't had a new vehicle since the early '90s, and they weren't here then. And
I mean, they sell. All of ours usually have been used vehicles too, and that's where we've gotten a bunch of ours.
Well, I happened to buy them off other individuals.
Yeah.
You know, a lady that was selling a newer car, and I bought it. And what are you going to do? I can't turn down the deal. But they've done service and stuff for me. Do a great job. Plus, they're very giving to the community. They help me out. They sponsor our Hornell Kiwanis stuff a lot, so they're always involved in the community as well as a lot of my advertisers. They do the same. Nice leg that time by Sprague. in the white for Haverling. Sent out of bounds. That was Woolworth. Brienne, 11th grader midfielder. Effingham, the 9th grader. Today's game brought to you by Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. Reggie Gambino sold again. Reggie Gambino, 607-382-3052. Reggie Gambino, Howard Hanna. Back and neck pain headaches, Dr. John Wine, Dr. Rich Kowski at Wine Chiropractic Associates, over 30 years experience. Thanks, Dr. Wine. 20 Park Drive, 324-7246.
Looks like they do have one ball girl on this side of the field now, which is better than none.
Yeah,
we were talking about that obviously before.
Yeah, well, we talked about being down by one goal with a couple minutes left. Crossing that time, Effingham. Nice stop by Coots.
She had a good idea, just didn't have anybody coming in time on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Got to keep one eye on making sure your team is on sides too. You know what I mean? You have one eye on sides and then one eye on the goal.
Right.
Alyssa Haley, the 9th grader, in goal for Hornell. So very young. Coots is in 11th grade. Just adding to Hornell's youth on the field.
Right. Yeah, I just counted up I just took a look at Haverling's roster, and they have 8 seniors, which is the same as the number of seniors and juniors Hornell has combined. So
yeah, but I tell you what, Bath, Haverling always puts out a great team year after year. So I never really pay much attention to who's a senior and who's leaving, because all of a sudden next year they have another great team. So it's just a great sports program over there in Haverling. Great rivalry between the two, Hornell and Haverling.
Yeah, they're two of the big schools in the area, so it kind of makes sense, but
that's what's a shame. I mean, you lose, we obviously you do play Waco in certain sports, but you can't play them in football anymore because they combined with Dansville, so they're a bigger class.
Right.
But in soccer and stuff, I believe, they're still the same. They
Yeah.
didn't combine, so it's in basketball and baseball and stuff, they stayed the same too, but
ooh.
Nice defense that time by Rudenauer again. Rudenauer's been on the spot there defensively. Yardem and her tangling. It's going to be a push. Today's game brought to you by Maple City Collision, Auto Body Repair Shop. All makes and models, all gears. Up on Seneca Road in Maple City Dodge. Tell them John Burt sent you, 607-324-1155. The best Italian cuisine around, the Italian Villa, 196 Seneca Street. Over 60 years, the Argenteri family bringing you that best classic Italian. Great chicken wings, too. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers as well. Toasted subs.
I could go for
one of those days. You do have to try it. I know if you go there on your way out or something, well, it doesn't take long to get, but they make those subs are the best I've ever had.
Yeah, I could definitely go for one of them right now.
Yeah, it's
not hungry, just sounds good.
yeah, they're very good.
Almost looked like Graham might have gotten away with a handball there, but oh. Big collision between Madison Thorpe and Abby O'Donohue. Both can get up and are fine.
Speed by Maldonado.
Not quite enough.
Well, she let the, just what you can do when you're that fast, too.
Right.
Sometimes the ball gets away from you, and it's. Oh, and it's off white.
Wow.
Yep, good play, Hornell. Today's game brought to you by Dr. Pat Pico, MD, 15 Loader Street in Wellsville. Providing quality care to the residents of Steuben, Allegheny County for over 25 years. Dr. Pat Pico. Don't forget, tomorrow, Haverling boys come to town. And we'll be bringing JV and Varsity to you, starting tomorrow at 4:30. Right here on Peisch Sports YouTube channel. Again, tomorrow, 4:30 JV, 6:30 Varsity, Haverling, and Hornell. What?
I believe it went out of bounds, and then he blew the whistle, but or the ref blew the whistle, but nobody heard it. So.
It was close. I'm just showing the replay. Maldonado stays with it.
Yep.
Sends it. Yardum comes up, tries to steal it.
It was a nice move from Rose, though, to keep it away from her.
Yeah.
Another nice move from Rose to stop Keegan Smith from getting it.
Rose is under. She does a great job there in defense.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little too far.
Sylvia Corretto tried to get to that, but
Apex Chiropractic, helping you achieve new heights in wellness. Dr. Joseph McKay. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. Give him a call. Apex.
ooh. Maldonado hit the deck there off of a tackle from Keegan Smith. It was kind of nasty, the fall, but gets up, and Maldonado got up. She's fine, so. Pretty much the same thing as last night's boys' game so far, letting them play. I mean, they're calling obvious fouls, but they're letting them be physical and letting them play for the most part.
Yardum. Almost rolled right over Haley. Her brother plays baseball for Albert State College.
Yeah, Haley got a little bit lucky there, but.
Well, good stop, and then I think she had to extend herself, and when you do that.
I thought she was going to have Corretto, but no, you're right. I mean, she had to extend herself, and then when that happens, obviously, it can turn into a bit of a.
Gilio's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, 382-0836. Had him put in a new toilet, new hot water tank for me. Did an excellent job. Gilio actually put the hot water tank same day. Great job by them. Thank you, guys. And the Ryan Agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville. 3 gate locations to serve you better. Insurance protection you can rely on. Home, auto, business. The Ryan Agencies. Substitutes coming in still. John Endegan, general and trial practice. Probably serving the Southern Tier since 1989. Call 324-6690 for John Endegan. Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair, 324-7400. Thanks, Brian Butler, Darryl Howell, Mike Hess, and the rest of the crew up there at Butler Excavating and City View.
That ball goes out in the corner again. Went out off of Lydia Dixon this time from Haverling, but Went out along the sideline, so not quite a corner kick, but a throw in very deep in Haverling zone.
I want to welcome all of you watching from all around the country. Got someone in from South Carolina on. New Jersey is online as well. Welcome. Wisconsin, I see.
Huh.
How's the weather in those places? It's been actually, it was a nice day today. Got up to 77 degrees and sunny until right at game time of the JV game, and it said it wasn't supposed to rain till like 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, and it must have just changed by the time I checked it this morning. And it's been kind of on and off raining ever since the JV girls or the JV team tipped off.
Corner kick coming here from Parker Graham for Hornell. Sorry.
Gonna make it all the way to the other side. Amaya Hoffman tries to track it down.
Yarda might have an opening here.
Well, she decided not to take on the 3 defenders, which is a good decision.
Yeah. It just didn't look like they were going to collapse that quickly originally.
Yeah.
Keegan Smith now. Oh!
What was that call? I didn't see. Offsides?
I don't know if it was offsides or if the ball went out of bounds.
It didn't look like it.
No, it didn't look like it either. It might have just barely tracked out.
Let's see the shot here. Maybe, yeah, she was offsides. That's what the call was. Yep, it was. You could see it on the... I couldn't tell who it was, but someone coming in from the right-hand side of your screen there, because all the Hornell defenders started coming back toward the middle of the field, and when you do that, it puts you in a precarious situation of being offsides.
Right. Well, and part of the issue, too, for them was it's offsides even if it hits somebody from the defending team before it hits you.
Yeah.
Before it hits you. So, I mean, obviously she was taking a shot. Smith wasn't originally and was not trying to pass it to whoever that was. But rules are rules for a reason.
The heck with rules. Today's game brought to you by MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner. Blogs, social media. They can teach you all about it. Thanks, Jim Moore at Mystic Media. Being a Jets fan, all the people, I'm so sorry, Rodgers. Wait a minute, they beat the Bills without Rodgers.
Right.
It wasn't like they. I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Bills fan too, and I'm like, Allen has got to control himself.
Yeah.
He's going to get himself hurt.
Well, I mean, he got himself hurt last year and played hurt for half the year.
Yeah. He's taking unnecessary. The Jets defense is one of the best in the league, so he was being chased around and stuff. But you just got to throw the ball away. And it was even this morning. Oh, nice hit. ESPN, CBS Sports and stuff were saying all these quarterbacks should watch Tom Brady and watch old films of him, because he would just take his 3 steps and throw the ball away if it wasn't open, not take these chances. Of course, then they look at Kansas City's quarterback, and it's just he's all over the place too. So
he's making all these crazy throws, and now
his father played baseball for the Mets.
Yeah. Was he? I feel like he was a Yankee at one point too. He
played for like 7 different teams back in the 90s.
It was only if he was, it was only for like a year or two. I know his main teams were the Royals and Mets.
Today's game brought to you by Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys, offices in Buffalo, Rochester, New York City, and Syracuse. Call 607-324, 662-COMP. Good crowd of fans here. And you can see none of in the JV game there was a couple There was 3 people sitting over there from Haverling. I think they smartened up and said, let's not I want to say smartened up like they're dumb, but they had umbrellas, but I'm like, why would you sit over there? Come over and sit underneath the roof.
I looked up the old man Mahomes just to see which teams he actually did play for, and he was mostly a Twin.
Here we go.
Ella White's got a chance here.
Wide right. Today's game is brought to you by the Dagan Funeral Home, 38 Church Street in Hornell. Cremation services only $16.95 plus the crematory fee. Thanks Jim Dagan, Laura Pico, the Dagan Funeral Home. So you're saying, but he was mostly a what?
He was mostly most of his career was spent with the Twins and with the Mets.
Last year, when I went down and watched the Mets Old Timers game, he was there.
Really?
He played in the game. Yep.
Speaking of Old Timers Day, you see that Jeter made his first appearance at the Yankees?
Yeah. Kicked out of bounds.
I was doing research for something I was writing the other day, and just speaking of Old Timers Day and whatnot, remember David Cohn pitching for the Yankees?
Yep.
The one so you remember his perfect game?
Yeah. Well, he pitched for the Mets.
Yeah.
First.
Right. Mets, Royals,
Everyone seems to leave the Mets, and he does well. Yeah.
But anyways, when he threw that perfect game, it was Old Timers Day. He threw that game on Old Timers Day.
Oh, neat.
Now, guess who? I just remember this because it was so profound to me that it was like you can't make this up. But guess who?
Wow. There it is. Wow, what a
Cancel
shot.
that thought.
Let's see that replay. I couldn't see who initially sent it, but that was just a wonderful kick.
I believe it was Lydia Dixon, but yeah, it would make sense because she's a midfielder. But
so 1-0 Haverling on a beautiful kick. Just nice touch to it.
people down below us are calling out Trieste Sprague's name. Not necessarily sure if that is who scored that goal, but unless that was the assist.
And we're going to get asked right here. Maybe, let's see, usually. My computer shut down where I can look at comments, so I got to look. Online here. Funny thing about that goal, there was a bunch of Haverling girls right in that same area.
Yeah.
There's like 4 or 5 of them right there.
I couldn't tell you who it was that scored.
That's what the whole thing was. I looked in the replay and stuff too, and they were all like bunched up. It was a trick play, so you couldn't see her making the kick. 21 from Haverling can tell me who that was.
Keegan Smith is 21 from Haverling. I'm not sure if that would have been.
It didn't look like it didn't look like Keegan.
No. I just watched the replay again on my phone. I believe it was Lydia Dixon who had that goal. Hornell's got a chance here, but can't do anything with it. Ella White was the one pushing it up the left-hand side and ended up going out of bounds off of her. Oh, so going back to what I was talking about right before they scored that goal.
Wait a minute, here we got a corner kick.
Yeah, that's true. For some reason, I thought it was going to be a goal kick, but now it is. Anyways, going back to what I was saying, Don Larson threw out the opening pitch on David Cohn's perfect game, and for anybody who doesn't know, he pitched the first perfect game in Yankees history in Game 1 of the 1956 World Series, and to this day, it's still the only perfect game ever pitched in the postseason. So it just stood out to me because it was the only perfect game. Well, the only first perfect game in Yankees history at that time was thrown out the opening pitch in a game where another no-hitter for the same exact team was scored.
I almost think it was Sprague the way I look at that replay. We'll find out at halftime.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody, but even the replays don't show that good. The battle of the threes, Sprague and Hoyt over there for Hornell.
Got another 4.5 minutes here before half. Let's see if Hornell can't tie it up beforehand.
Good defense by Haverling.
Definitely. I think it was potentially a handball on Haverling. That would make sense.
No, they're going to line up too close. They're going to have to be measured out.
I mean, in this case, you definitely want to make sure.
Yeah.
Ball's right on the line. I'm almost kind of surprised this isn't a penalty kick.
It was outside. I could see the...
Hit the goalpost.
Yep. That's the first thing I looked at when I saw the whistle blow where the ball was, and it was just outside the line.
Gotcha.
Today's game brought to you by First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Open an Apex checking account, a checking account that pays you. That's right. Earn cash back rewards. Foreign ATM fees refunded. And a corner kick for Hornell coming up.
It was really good defense from Brienne Walrath, though.
Yep.
Keeping Maldonado from turning the corner there and potentially having a clear shot on goal.
St. James Hospital, Dr. Ali Mansour. Thanks to everybody over there at U of R Medicine. Yeah. And Strobel Supply 40, Shawmont Industrial Park. Another corner kick, huh?
Wow.
Thanks everybody at Strobel's.
That one will go out again, and
Yep.
now it's a goal kick for Coots. Or it might end up being Trieste Sprague, but either way, Haverling gets to clear it now.
She sent that into the crowd here. Everybody go, whoa! That was funny. You got to put up signs, watch for flying baseballs and soccer balls and footballs into the stands like they do in the Major League parks. That's probably going to do it.
Yep, that'll end up doing it for...
Oh, they're going to get one more throw in here. I don't know why, but my clock's a few seconds off, but that's going to take us to halftime. So, goal, we'll find out who it was here just before a few minutes ago from Haverling to put them up 1-0. We'll be back.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency. In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere. but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Are you still looking for a truck? Simmons Rockwell is your pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit simmons-rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at simmons-rockwell.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Ryan Agencies, your locally invested independent insurance agency. The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. The Ryan Agencies, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at fhfcu.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency. In doing the work you do, if you're hurt, we'll help you through.
Don't be fooled. Video hearings are as critical as appearing in person.
Make sure your rights are protected.
Your employer has trained specialists on their side.
And the judges work for New York State.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Are you still looking for a truck? Simmons Rockwell is your pre-owned truck headquarters with over 400 late model, low mileage trucks available across 5 locations. Stop searching empty lots and visit simmons-rockwell.com now to view hundreds of quality pre-owned trucks you can drive home today. Make car buying simple when you click Drive Your Deal on hundreds of pre-owned trucks at simmons-rockwell.com.
So we're at a little less rain here now as we get ready, and we started the second half.
Should make the drive home a little bit nicer if it stops raining.
Yeah, it is always bad driving in the rain and
yeah.
between Wayland or between Haverling and Hornell and Wayland, Hornell. And
at least between Wayland and Hornell, I know you got that dead man's curve on 21, the
Yeah.
one where it almost does a complete 180 around the mountain, around the hill. It's not really a mountain.
So it was Sprague that scored the goal. Triesta, good job. Listed as a defender.
It almost looked to me with that goal like she wasn't even trying to shoot.
No,
like it was trying to cross one in.
Yeah,
and just-
yeah, I thought so too, and it just kind of went in. That's quick because I was kind of shocked when I fouled the
Right.
ball. All of a sudden it went in the goal, and I was like, wow. It was a great shot, definitely. Haverling in the white, going from left to right on your screen, and that ball sent in. It's Alyssa Haley for Hornell as the goalkeeper. They're going from right to left. Hornell in the red.
Beatty tried to send it into Yardom, but couldn't do really anything with it.
Luckenbach lets it go out. Zoe Winfield with the throw-in.
Maldonado now trying to turn a corner and send it forward. Hits it to Parker Graham, and she sends it forward to Ella White, but just too far.
It looked like Ella was offsides, but no call.
Yeah.
Official's right there, though, so it must have not been.
I don't think it's officially offside until the offensive player touches it. So that might be the reasoning there.
Nice move.
Definitely.
That time by Smith.
Smith hit the deck on that one, but she's getting up. Looks to be fine, but whistle still blows for a foul anyways.
Watch this move by Smith here. Whoop. Beautiful job. Keegan.
Thankful that for this awning above our heads here.
Yeah.
I usually lean out the window a little bit to want to see better especially when it's down on the right, when the ball's down to our right.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that awning, my head would be soaked.
It's like I leave some of the equipment up here and it never gets wet, which is nice. Handball called against Brianna Walworth. Again, we talked about tomorrow. The boys, Haverling comes to town. JV and Varsity will be live on the air. Thursday will be in Waco, or in the Cohocton Sports Complex for the girls' Waco game. That's Thursday. Friday we'll be back here for football. Hornell takes on Bishop Kearney. And then Saturday, another soccer game against Avon. Boys soccer. Nighttime.
So Thursday you'll be out in my neck of the woods.
Yep. I'm not sure if I'm allowed on the roof there. Last year they couldn't because the roof was, soggy because of it hadn't been changed in years, and so I'm not sure where I'm filming from when I get there.
Yeah. For the boys team tomorrow night, they're coming off a win last night, and they're coming in at 4-1. Trying to see what Haverling's going to come into tomorrow night at for their record. Looks like 3-1. Beat North Rose Wolcott 2-0. West Hawk Canasteraga 1-0. Beat Geneseo 2-1 and beat Dansville 2-0. So, two good teams.
Yep.
Hornell seems like it's got a little bit more explosive firepower, but Haverling is only
can't tell
allowed
by the scores. That's the whole problem. It's
well, and the other thing too is Haverling's only allowed 2 goals all year.
Yeah, defensive.
They don't score a ton, but they don't allow anything.
Goes off white, red throw-in.
Mm-hmm. Looked like it was Keegan Smith that it went off of.
How did that happen?
Bit of a bad pass, miscommunication. Wow, and Yardom might have a one-on-one with the goalie here.
Nice stop.
Oh, nice stop.
Oh, you got to get it out.
Get it out of there.
Nice job by Hornell.
Yeah. Nice save by Haley and nice clear by Claire Rose. If you're trying to get back in this game, though, you can't have mistakes like that because Haverling, I mean, they showed it in the first half. They're going to capitalize. Throw in here coming from Abigail Rodburn for Haverling. And there'll be an immediate foul called on her. Foul's going to be called on Keegan Smith there. She tripped up Selena Maldonado as she was running forward, trying to steal the ball from her. Not much doing there.
Kind of want to pop up, to get a little chance to get underneath it, but...
Yeah. It looked like that might have been the intent, but...
Yardum on the near side. Nice little move by Yardum.
Definitely. Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. 2 Hornell girls.
Oh,
goodness.
Hit the post.
2 Hornell girls ran into each other.
Good save from Haley, but still...
Watch this. Boom. On the replay.
I think Rudenauer was one of them that fell. I think the other one might have been
Claire Rose. Yep.
I wasn't 100% sure on that or not, but...
Yardum does the duties for the corner kick.
Yardum, she's had a couple of chances tonight. Nice move from Graham to try to get to that. Put some pressure on.
That was Sprague, the lone goal. Scored by Sprague, number 3 for Haverling. Comes all the way to the near side for Rodburn.
Yep. Nice steal from Rudenauer there.
Today's game brought to you by Valley Apparel and Designs. They do custom apparel and signs. 281-8777 Team School Sports. Fundraisers, anything you need, they can do at Valley Apparel as it goes out of bounds. Erica Golnitz, your licensed real estate salesperson for Real Incorporated. Looking to buy or sell a property, it's Erica Golnitz as the ball just keeps bouncing around here.
Parker Graham sent it pretty much straight up. Nice move from Keegan Smith to get it over to Rodburn, but just got past her. And
Ed's Computer Sales and Service. New computer, laptop, and much, much more. Ed's computers.
There's the throw in from Smith again.
Ooh, a handball. Yep.
Yeah.
You could see that by Smith.
That was clear as day. There's not much that it could have hit to come that straight back down like that other than an elbow.
It's not even intentionally, too. I don't think she was even facing the...
No, obviously unintentional, but...
It's called Free Tuition Plus. Here's another way. Alfred State College is #1 in so many ways. Alfred State College cuts your costs now while helping you achieve a rewarding and good-paying career. Spend less money now, make more money later. What a deal from Alfred State College. Free applications now through November 1st. Get an Alfred state of mind. I remember those ads.
I do too, actually, surprisingly enough.
Simmons and Rockwell Ford, Simmons and Rockwell Nissan. Thanks, Simmons and Rockwell, for your support over the last few years. Simrock.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up very well, but with how that rain's coming down in front of the lights, it almost looks like snow.
Yeah, it's not coming. It's not coming down like heavy.
No, it's
kind of like a mist, but
a few months too early for that yet.
Yeah.
Although it is September, so maybe not as early as we think.
Dr. Rich Jakowski, John Wyand, Chiropractic Associates, 20 Park Drive in Hornell, 324-7246. Specializing in back and neck headaches, neck pain, and more. That's a good stop.
From Coots.
Yep, Coots. Nice pass up front, and who? Ooh, it's going to be out of bounds.
Not.
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, they almost thought it was going to be. Yardom was there, but Reggie Gambino, Howard Hanna, sold again. That's right, get a hold of Reggie Gambino for all your real estate needs.
Nice pass from Graham to get it forward to Maldonado, but she just couldn't hang on to it. Seems like we've said that a lot tonight. Yeah. Nice pass, but couldn't hang, whoever it was, too.
The art of stopping the ball. We've talked about it.
We have. A nice move from Yardom to get ahead. She's going to have to stop and turn around, but
she's running around, I'm telling you. Ball goes out of bounds. Maple City Collision, the best auto body repair shop as subs come in and out. All makes and models, all years from Maple City Collision. Show 'em John Birch sent you. Oh no. Oh, that's where the defense failed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and there's nothing you can do. It was a hot shot, so it's not. You really can't blame them. But
no.
Take a look at the replay here. Nice center by Dixon. Did you see who that was again?
Keegan Smith.
Yeah, Keegan Smith. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just saw it as a good job, Keegan.
Not sure who gave her the assist, but
I think it was Dixon.
Dixon.
And they're letting us know down there.
And honestly, there wasn't much that Alyssa Haley could do there once it got in. It was
just Hornell. That's why if you don't clear it properly, and that's what happens. But it's unfortunate. It wasn't anything anybody could really do. It was such a good Dixon's good shot that time to send it in.
honestly, both of Haverling's goals tonight have come off of Hornell unforced errors.
Yeah.
Not so much Sprague, but, I mean, still it was a clear attempt that nobody got a piece of and ended up going, or not a clear, sorry, a cross attempt that nobody got a piece of and it ended up going in, and then that one was not on Haley at all.
Thanks to the Italian Villa. Make sure when you're in Hornell, you stop. Check out the best Italian cuisine around at the Italian Villa in Hornell.
Hornell's got a decent deficit that they got to get out of here if
Yeah.
they want to even tie it. I mean, it's obviously not over with, but easier said than done.
Dr. Pat Pico, 15 Loader Street in Wellsville, 585-596-4129. Thanks, Dr. Pico. Keeps sending it out of bounds.
Just kill off more time.
Yep.
Yeah, just keep killing off more time if you're Haverling. And
I mean, but you can score 2 goals in a matter of seconds here.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like
yeah. But the more time you kill,
Yeah.
the less time they have to work with. I mean, granted, it's still 21 minutes left, but
one goes wide. Apex Chiropractic as new subs come in. Helping you achieve new heights in wellness, Dr. Joseph McKay. He's a professor of nutrition and a professional natural bodybuilder. 607-382-3751. Apex Chiropractic.
nice job from Rose to clear it out of there and stop the Haverling attack from getting any farther forward than it did.
Offsides, Yardum.
Yep.
I think Rustic Lux, 176 Seneca Street in Hornell, right down the street here. Right, actually, you can see it if we walked out the back part of the stadium here. Rustic Lux, free loved refurbished furniture. I guess that's the only thing you could call a lot of inanimate. You can re-love inanimate objects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing you can make new again. Nice move by Rose.
Definitely. Nice pass from her, too, to send it forward to, I think that's Maldonado. I think that's who that is, anyways.
Yep, number 7, Mel Selena.
I couldn't see the number on her jersey.
The Ryan agencies, Hornell, Jasper, and Wellsville, 3 locations to serve you better. Thanks, Jeff Ryan. Insurance protection you can rely on is the corner kick for Hornell.
I wasn't sure if one of Haverling's players got to that or not, but must have.
I guess it's not a corner. It wasn't a corner
I guess
kick.
I think it was, but they just played it a little bit differently.
Wasn't paying attention much, but. John and Dagan, general trial practice. Thanks, John, attorney at law. Push on Hornell, or push on Haverling.
Yep. Yeah, Maldonado hit the deck back there on her own bench, and
she landed on her own bench. That must have been a heck of a push. I know. Oh, jeez. Nice head.
Right to the side of the head.
Yeah, but she stopped it.
I think
she's all right.
Yeah, I think it was Skylar Like. She looked like she was fine.
And they're going to check on her.
Yep. Talia Creeley.
That's a good job by the official there. Really good job. Just making sure she's all right.
Yeah.
Because it was to the side of her head, it looked like, you know? You see the one girl holding up. How many fingers am I holding up, Lydia Dixon? Good job by the official. Like I said, I always want to make sure the safety's first. Nothing pains me more. Or you just don't want to see anyone hurt. You don't want to see anyone. It's
right.
A sport. Kids should be having fun with the competition.
Well, at the very least, you'd rather be safe than sorry. You'd rather do that, have a good laugh about it afterward, than not do it and turn out, oh, she was hurt really bad and it got worse because she was continuing to play.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers didn't have a good laugh later.
No.
Unfortunately. And that may be his career, too. He may be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because a lot of the quarterbacks and other players that were his age that on ESPN today they were talking, they said, one of the guys said he just was too much work to come back from rehab at that age at 39, 38 years old with an Achilles tear. And
well, and people talk about Kobe Bryant coming back from an Achilles tear in 2012 to come back and be pretty decent. First of all, he was never the same player he once
right.
he was. I mean, granted, he was older at that point.
And basketball is a little bit different animal, though, too.
But the other thing, too, was I believe he was only 34. I say only 34 or 35 when he did it. Aaron Rodgers is going to be 40 next year.
I always wonder, do these guys that do it if they stretched properly? You know
honestly,
what I mean?
yeah.
You know, the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that, another takedown. Ball's still live.
Yep. Both players gouged up in the back there, so it'll end up being a corner kick for Haverling.
Today's game brought to you by Butler Excavating and Concrete, City View Towing, Transport, and Auto Repair, 324-7400. There's that rain while they're getting the ball set, coming down. It's going to be a throw-in by Haverling.
Yep.
Yeah, someone on the stream said the Jets should sign Brady.
I saw something earlier, and it was a picture of Tom Brady photoshopped into a Jets jersey.
Was it?
And it said Tom Brady has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever. Which, honestly, it would be really funny if he did that.
Well, if he won a Super Bowl, can you imagine winning for his third team? They threw out several names of different quarterbacks, but like I said, being a diehard Jet fan, I actually went to a preseason game this year in New York and stuff. It didn't affect me one way or another losing Rodgers. It would have been nice, because I watched all the Hard Knocks. Ooh, here's a nice corner kick here. I'll get back
Yep.
to that in just a second.
Nice head on that.
Chance
from,
for another kick.
O'Donoghue.
Oh, and it's going to be sent
Goes
over.
well over,
Yeah.
yep.
But I kind of expected, in fact, one of the conversations I had, the Jets are going to go to the Super Bowl. I go, no, yeah. I said, I'd be happy if they go to the playoffs, let alone Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Rodgers is older, and I've seen a lot of footage, and, he was throwing bad passes in practice just as much as anybody else, too. So it was, anyways, enough of football. Back to Italian-style football here. Whoops, I got the wrong ball. I was waiting for the throw-in.
I was too.
Jeez, I didn't even realize the ball was still in play. Someone said that official was named Brian McCarthy that came over, or McCaffrey, that came over and was the one that checked on the injured, or the kick to the head there, or the ball to the head.
Well, good on him, regardless of who it was. I mean, you got to commend the quick thinking.
Yeah. Parker Graham. Chloe Harwood sends it up. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, nice shot from Alexis Smith. That was
Yep.
one of Hornell's many freshmen, and it was a nice save too from
Yeah.
Coots. Coots has played really well tonight. I mean, honestly, so have both goalies. It seems like I feel like a broken record saying that every night, but both of them have played really well tonight. The two goals that have been let in, Haley couldn't really have done anything about either one, and Coots obviously hasn't let in any. So
Yeah, Haley could have grown to 10 foot and
yeah,
stretched her body to 10 foot.
Where's Stretch Armstrong when you need him?
I used to have a Stretch Armstrong when I was a kid. I never happened to it. I don't know if it broke, and I ate the. Remember, they used to warn people back when I was a kid
Not to eat the stuff inside
it.
it.
It was poisoned. I'm still alive, though. MysticMedia.com, your small business digital success partner. Thanks, Jim Moore at Mystic Media. I still have all the toys when I was a kid up in my attic. I took it over my parents' house, and all my toys are still up there. G.I. Joe submarine. Nice. Yardum.
Nice play from Yardum, but also a nice play from Rudenauer to keep that from getting any nastier than it could have been.
Smith centers it. Nobody there.
Nope. Looked like she was trying to go to Ella White, but
yeah, I mean there was somebody
White stopped
there.
running.
Yeah. It's amazing how quick Haverling gets it back down the field.
I mean, all their defenders can kick it about 50 yards in the
Yeah.
air. So that certainly helps.
Maldonado sends it up. White's, but defense is right there.
Good idea from Maldonado, but good defense from Trieste Sprague.
Rose comes up. Oh, the touch, but no, you got to come toward the. Selena didn't. Oh, no, it still stays in Hornell's possession, but.
Yeah, Maldonado's got to try to come up and get that.
Oh, you can't play around. Too many defenders there.
Yeah.
Someone's down for Haverling.
Looks like Leah Creeley. But she's standing back up.
They blew the whistle. Now does she have to come out? Once you blow the whistle for an
I believe
injury.
so, yeah.
It's good anyways to have her
checked out.
Yeah.
I believe it's a bit of a different case when it's like when, because she's the player that got hit in the side of the head as well, and I believe it's a bit of a different case when the official decides to blow it and just check on the player. I don't think they have to go out at that point, but
Braden Northrup, the head coach, coming out to check on her. Oops, got to find the ball here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the monitor. Lose control, lose the sight. Got to start the clock.
Yeah. They still haven't started it. So what happened if they score here, I wonder? Is it...
They're keeping the clock on the field, so...
Okay.
I started my clock. It's going to go out of bounds.
Could be a goal kick now for Hornell. Appears they just started the clock back up, but it was stuck at 8:39 for a while. Ball's going to go out off of Haverling. It was number 12, Abigail Rodburn.
Hornell's going to get an extra minute and a half if the officials don't do anything about it.
Right.
To play in this game.
I mean, hey, when you're behind, it's kind of nice.
It's exactly a minute they're going to get. A little over a minute and 10 seconds. I'm going to stop my clock. A viewer asked if they knew if Yarden was going anywhere for college. I'm sure she is. I don't know if anybody knows.
I don't even know if she...
From Haverling, if she's going to be going on to play at the next level.
I wouldn't be surprised. Same with Keegan Smith. The two of them are great players, but...
I can't wait till they leave. They're such good players. One won't have to face them.
Yeah, but
I know you always want the competition.
I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say Haverling's got kind of a next man up kind of thing.
Well, they got the athlete mill over there.
Right.
Always seem to have good teams no matter who's on them.
For a second there, I thought Ella White was going to come in and drill Coots, but she peeled off at the last second.
I don't think I've ever seen where like almost a minute and a half of the clock not moving. Nobody, even the crowd, noticed it.
I've never noticed it.
And the officials didn't notice it. And I'm like, look, and the clock still stopped. And then they don't reset it.
Right.
And nobody from Hornell's going to complain, obviously.
No, but... Getting an extra minute or so to try to make this comeback happen.
So this just came in, information. After this, I'll let you know. So it said Keegan's Yardom is going to go to St. Bonaventure Division I. And
wow.
I'm telling you, what a level. And I always tell people, you think your child is good or whatever, but take them to a Division I college game. And I've been to Bonaventure girls soccer, and it's a different level. I'm telling you. When you say the next level, they mean it, because these girls are so fast and so good. I mean, anytime you're at Division I, you got the best of the best. Even Bonaventure, who's considered a smaller Division I school, and they said that Keegan Smith is going to Arkansas.
Wow.
Razorback.
That's impressive.
Yeah, good for her.
SEC. I mean, regardless, I don't know exactly how Arkansas is in girls soccer, if they're good or not, but regardless.
Anytime you're at that level.
Well, that's just it.
Power,
you're in a Power 5 school. It doesn't matter.
Right. You get the competition you play, even if you're the worst team in Power 5, the competition is way up there. I watched the other day, I watched probably about 20 minutes of Syracuse field hockey, which is pretty cool. They were playing Rhode Island, I believe it was. Pretty neat.
Huh.
Field hockey. I don't know of any high schools around here. Does Rochester schools have field hockey, high schools?
I couldn't tell you. I was watching Hobart play.
They're Division I in lacrosse.
Yeah, but I was watching them play field hockey this past week. They had a tournament up there. And
every time I look at the people playing field hockey, I think my back starts aching.
Right.
Because they're always bent over, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not bent over like hockey players are bent at the hips. Their backs are, I don't know, just obviously to be young again. I don't think it matters, but... I always try to pay attention to whoever Hornell's competitions and from Bath and whoever when they go on to the second level and see how they're doing. I should take more time and do it. I'll mention it once in a while on the air that this person's there, and we did mention the swimmers and stuff and Louisville and.
It's not too often that someone from around here, though, goes to a big school like that. For anything.
Yeah.
Well, for sports-wise, anyways, I should say. I think there was somebody I graduated with from Wayland that went to Louisiana State, but...
Yeah. Well, Hornell's got a football player that's playing Ohio Bobcats. Ohio's a Division I football.
Yeah. FCS, right? Or are they?
No,
they're FBS.
Yeah, they're FCS. Yep,
they're the MAC, aren't they?
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, they played. I think they played Penn State last year. Yeah, they did. And this kid had a sack against Penn State in a game. In the game, Rayon Buell, which is nice. Is they play usually Tuesday nights on ESPN. They have obscure Tuesday and Thursday night schedule, and you get to see them play. And I've seen them play a couple times.
I love watching some good old Tuesday night maction, as they call it.
Yeah, maction. Yeah, that's right. In basketball and.
There's probably a game tonight.
Yeah.
Although conference schedule might not have started yet, but still.
I don't think it matters. I think they play conference anyways because. I don't know. Some schools have already played conference games.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's not a huge schedule. Not like basketball where you can play a 15 non-conference games and then 15 regular conference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man. Rudenauer got lucky not to get called for one there.
Smith with a little speed.
Yep.
Hornell's had some chances with the crosses, but
just can't get anything to go in.
Yeah, you're good, clear shots. Well, credit the defensive back, obviously.
It's been it's been a defensive battle, and obviously, just the two mistakes from Hornell has been.
Yeah.
And I should say, too.
I don't think we really mistakes so much as they were good shots.
Yeah.
It's not like Hornell. It's just the one. What are you going to do? It's
right. That one was a great shot from Sprague, but
yeah. The next one just ricocheted off somebody, and it happens.
Yeah.
Happened in the JV game. A girl hit off a Haverling girl, and it went into their own goal. It happens.
That it does.
So under a minute here of extra time. This game should
have been over
a minute and a half ago.
Yep. looks like barring something unforeseen, Haverling is going to improve to 2-0, and Bath is going to fall to 3-2.
Wait a minute. You said Haverling's going to improve and Bath is going to lose to. It's
Sorry,
Hornell.
yep. I'm so used to calling Haverling just Bath that it's kind of messing with me tonight.
Isn't that funny? I always call it Haverling because that's the name of their school.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mid Lakes and Mindhurst. And
I think it's because I've always
plus
seen it
you're
written
insulting whoever the Haverling is named after. It's named
That's
after
true.
a gentleman. I forget. I guess it donated a lot of money to Haverling. His last name was Haverling.
Huh. That'll do it, though. So Haverling improves to 2-0, and Hornell falls to 4-2, I believe.
Yep.
Couldn't remember if it was 4 or 3.
So there's your final. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Again, don't forget tomorrow, Haverling and Hornell mix it up in boys soccer. We're doing the JV game at 4:30, varsity game to follow roughly around 6:30 to 6:45. So congratulations to Haverling.
Definitely. I mean, well-fought win. I mean,
yep.
Haverling deserved it. They looked like, I mean, it was two evenly matched teams, but if either one was the better team, it was probably Haverling. And, I mean, I feel like a lot of it comes down to that experience we were talking about. Haverling, the entire roster except for one player is a junior or a senior, and Hornell with the four juniors and 4 seniors is just, I mean, it's a talented squad, but they're lacking that experience.
So we'll take a look at both huddles real quick. Hornell. Can't hang your heads. Got to look on to the next game. We'll be in Wayland with them on Thursday. Just the varsity game only, because both games are happening at the same time on opposite fields. So we'll be bringing that game to you.
It's the girls' team, right?
Yes. Well, tomorrow is the boys.
Yeah. Thursday.
And Thursday is the girls.
Yeah, actually, Wayland doesn't have a JV team for girls soccer.
Oh, they may not. Then you're right. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the thing. I just
No,
I just saw
you're
the
good.
times were at 4:30.
I was just explaining that one for anybody who was confused.
Yeah, some schools don't, and it's.
Yeah. They didn't have a big enough team for varsity, so they brought all the JV girls up to varsity and did that. They did it last year too, I believe.
So for Everett Davidson, I'm Bob Pleischer. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night for boys action, Hornell and Haverling. Have a good night, everybody.
Hi, I'm Jim Dagan, and along with my daughter Laura, own and operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home was established way back in 1883 by my great-great-grandfather and is the oldest family-owned funeral home in the area. We offer traditional funerals for all faiths as well as low-cost cremation services, and we will be happy to assist you with pre-planning and inflation-proof financing.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
Ryan Agencies, your locally invested independent insurance agency. The Ryan Agency supports local students and athletes. They appreciate dedication, teamwork, and hometown pride. That's why they give back, sponsoring many youth academic and sports activities. The Ryan Agencies, your hometown supporter and source for all things insurance.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency.
When it comes to workers' comp, things can change quickly.
The only way to make sure your rights are protected is to have a trusted, committed attorney on your side.
An attorney who has devoted their career to helping injured workers.
Someone to fight for the money and medical benefits you deserve.
The only person on your side
is the attorney at your side.
Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys.
Traditional checking accounts are old news. So what are you waiting for? Reach new heights with Apex Rewards checking from First Heritage Federal Credit Union. Apex gives you the option to choose between cash back or high interest with a free checking account that pays you. Plus, ATM fees get refunded. Choose your rewards at FHFCU.org and get one step closer to achieving your financial goals.
Shop, finance, and buy your next car all online. With a new shopping experience at your fingertips, make car buying simple when you drive your deal at Simmons Rockwell Nissan in Horseheads and Hornell.
Hi, I'm Laura Dagan-Pico, and along with my father, Jim Dagan, operate the Dagan Funeral Home here in Hornell.
The Dagan Funeral Home is a large, spacious, handicap-accessible facility with a seating capacity of 150 people, along with a separate family room for entertaining children. We also offer DVD memorial tributes, which continually show photographs and movies of your loved one's life on 2 beautiful flat-screen TVs.
The Dagan Funeral Home, 5 generations of the Dagan family serving your family.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Concerned about the cost of your insurance? The Ryan agencies sift through quotes from many companies to uncover your best insurance value. You'd be surprised at the savings we can find. Let's just talk. What's there to lose? The Ryan agencies, your local insurance inflation fighters.
Insurance protection you can rely on. The Ryan Agency. In doing the work you